We've got to go through this water. Now you see, this is where light trail shoes would be totally useless. Yeah, light trail shoes would have just been so wet, and my feet and socks would have been so wet. But now, I've just been through the puddles which came right up, halfway up the gaiters, and there's nothing got into my inside the boots. My feet are dry, my socks are dry. Yeah, they're waterproof, the gaiters. Sorry to keep harping on about things like this, but I just love things that work. It's misty, and the mist is around us and quite wet. The dogs are on a leash because they're just not happy and they will not keep up. They actually want to go back. And I guess I can't blame them, but I don't think it's a good enough reason to go back just because the weather is misty and we're having to push through some pretty wet grass, as you can see. See the wet on it? That's the sort of day it is, or morning it is. Kangaroos, a long way away. I'm on 10 magnification. Here's what they really look like. They're watching me. They're so far away that they appear to feel they're safe. The little yips you hear are nice. Don't want to go back. You're not going back, come on. We're going forwards. They're watching, watching, watching. They do not like us being here. He's looking at me and I'm looking at him. Don't know about a Mexican standoff, it's an Australian standoff. There's a black swan. And over there are a heap more. We're walking in that direction, so we'll get closer. We'll keep going closer. They have red bills. They're quite a curious or inquisitive bird. They're actually coming to have a look at me. What's that one? There's a dead one, see it? And there's some gathered around it. Oh, it wasn't dead. It's just lifted its head. It must have been sleeping or preening under its wing. All in a line. There's another one that is obviously not dead. It's got its head under the water or under its wing. I hope. You can just see where the edges of this lake as it goes over the drop. As I say, I'm on 10 magnification, so So that's where it is. See, I can't get to the water's edge because, as you can see, this is very long grass and it goes down fairly steeply, and then it hits marshland before it hits the water. Anyway, the dogs want to go back, so I'll go back now. Now that we're going back, Hugo's going ahead. Well, I'm going to annoy the dogs. I'm going to see if I can get down here. I'm in boots with gaiters, but I'm in shorts with a bit of a raincoat on. So let's see if I can get down here, closer to the water's edge, where these birds are. We're getting there. Here we are at the water's edge, and we're much closer now. Now you can see their red bills. Nice followed me down. Hugo did not. He's up there somewhere on the track, so I hope he doesn't get lost. We better go back, Nice, otherwise we're going to lose Hugo. Hugo will probably go back on his own. Very wet, aren't you, Nice? Nice, stop. Stop. Yeah, you're a very wet dog. Alright, let's go back. Well, we're back on the path. Here's Nice. I've actually got a glimpse of an animal which I think is Hugo in this long grass. Yes, it is Hugo. You're eating grass, making like a kangaroo. Very wet. That long grass we went through to go down to the water. Have a look, you can see how wet it was. If I lift this raincoat, see the part that was not protected by the raincoat, how wet those shorts are? Now they're sticking to my legs on both sides. That one's had all the flowers blown off, eaten off, dropped off, whatever. Very delicate. Now at this point, the path I can go straight on, which we will be doing, or it diverges up there into a national park, and dogs are not allowed in national parks. And if you go up there, it's a 14-kilometre walk, a loop walk around the national park and back here again, which would be a very nice bushwalk, except that dogs are not allowed. Can you see the roos there again behind that sign there? Very wet, it's raining now. And I've got Nice, very loyal, he stays right by me, vocalising. He's shivering now because he's so wet and we're not moving. Hugo, meanwhile, goes right ahead. These plants, these flowers, and these flowers are always together. I don't know if they're companion flowers or if they're actually the same. I don't think they're the same flower, but they're always together. High grass, that's actually higher than on my head, that grass. And so are these flowers. Those taller ones are as high as my head, and those there are higher than me by a good deal. Nice stop, nice stop. Nice stop. You're pulling something behind you. Stop. Thank you. Let's get rid of this, whatever it is. Okay, off you go. So we walked right around the other end of that lake there. There's some black swans. So we went all around there. Now we're going back. See, the path has now become blacktop. So I've just put this waterproof curtaining material right over the bed before allowing the dogs in. They're so wet. In you go. First thing, to look at food. You've got plenty of food. I'll top up your water, but you've got plenty of food there. You want to stay outside, Hugo, as usual, even though it's raining? You can go under the van, I guess.